But
wow. All right, so I'm glad the first thing you started with was Rogers and the Interact stuff, because here we are again a week later, and I still don't have fucking internet. I'm on my phone right now. I had to turn off my Wi-Fi, so I'm actually on my phone on like my regular data right now, because my internet just will not work. I am paying for a 1.5 gig download. Apparently that's what it is, the whatever, and I just did a speed test, and my download is 479 download with a 19 upload. That is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And it's not just me. Like I even went to my phone. We tried going to my phone just to use the Wi-Fi. The minute I went to the Wi-Fi, Alex said I was choppy and it couldn't work. So, I don't know. Shaw's coming here tomorrow. It's funny because Kim's like, well, we just signed up for a 2-year contract. And I said, I don't give a fuck what we just signed up for. I signed up to have a product. And ever since I moved to this house, this internet has been nothing but an issue.
Well, you signed up for product/service, and the quality of the service at this point is kind of, substandard.
And I think that's putting it really nicely.
Yeah. Yeah. Hello, everyone, including Brody, Sarah, Reverend Ryan. Hey, Ryan wasn't here last week, and Frank. Thank you, Frank, because of Shaw. Ooh, glowing endorsements, I see.
Oh, so so there you go. So Ryan, so basically, guys, I guess maybe I'll open my Facebook on my computer so I can comment, because I can't comment on my phone and have the picture up at the same time. So I'm gonna have to, hopefully that'll get me through. I at first I was running Google, and Google and then Kim actually said they all switched to Edge or whatever, Microsoft Edge.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll give that a try. I tried everything yesterday. I did a test video, the whole 9 yards. Everything seemed to be working good. And as soon as I get on, the minute I turned it on, I have no bars on my internet. I got nothing. So, so I think it is getting to that point where it's I don't care about tell us being dickheads or not. I think I'm going back there because this is stupid.
You ought to pull a Brendan Fraser from Airheads and wipe your ass with the contract and then throw it at him.
Well, I genuinely think I have every right to do that right now.
Yeah, well, give it till tomorrow. See what the service guy can do. Service person, pardon me, because we live in that day and age. Service person, and we'll see what happens. I'm thinking it's the wiring in your house.
Well, and that's just it. He just redid it.
Mm.
And as a matter of fact, I think I said this last week, he ran the internet and he didn't even bury the cable. He said it was up to me to bury the fucking cable. And in full disclosure, I can go out. I should actually go out right now because I can take you guys with me. And I should, let's do that. Let's go for a walk. Let's go for a walk with me. Okay, come here. I gotta show you guys this. Okay, so.
Hey, Big Red. Hey, she's got more trivia for us.
Hi, babe. Okay, I want to show you guys something. I don't think I can flip my camera around. Okay, hold on.
This is great.
I can't flip my camera around. Okay, now. Tell me this probably isn't an issue with one's internet, right? So, outside here in beautiful Tabor. Okay, now tell me if you can see this. This is my pedestal outside that my internet is hooked to. Okay, ready?
Okay.
That's my pedestal.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, like look at how smashed it is. Like there's part of it's on top of this tree stump.
Ghetto.
Yeah, look at this. And that is the cord. Like if you look here, I don't know if I'm getting this right. There's the cord. Here's the cord. That's my internet that the guy just left there. That apparently I'm supposed to bury. Not him. I'm supposed to. Yeah,
wow.
Yep. So that's the pedestal that my internet's hooked up. Hold on. Hi, Rebel. Say hi, everybody.
Oh.
That's my dog. So, yeah, that's what I'm dealing with right now. Ow. Yeah, it's got a beautiful house. It's really nice. So, pretty nice. Yeah, baby. So, yeah, that's what I'm dealing with.
You're lucky you don't live in a neighborhood where people just go around smashing stuff because they would smash the shit out of that first chance they got.
I'm actually shocked people haven't fucked with it.
Yeah.
So, I'm actually we'll see what happens tomorrow. Like that's the big thing. We'll just see what happens tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like it's pretty bad when, like, yeah, I'm sitting again. This isn't Wi-Fi. This is just internet. So let's see. I'll show you. So this is just my data. Let's turn my Wi-Fi back on. Let's see if anything.
That neighborhood is called LA. Yeah, you would know because you were there. You're from there. Not to dox you or anything, or dead dogs. Yeah, you completely froze for that moment.
Okay, but I think it was just switching over. So now I'm on my Wi-Fi. So who knows? Just let me know if it gets choppy or how I sound. We'll see. Maybe, like I said, I can't see it being my computer. My computer's not that old.
Yeah.
And I've done all the scans on it. I don't have really any shit on it. So I wouldn't understand if it is what the fuck is going on. So. Yeah. The mystery continues, I guess.
Yep.
Because, all right, let's see. This shouldn't fuck anything up. It shouldn't. Okay,
it shouldn't, but...
Well, we're going to do a total Inception thing here. Okay, hold
on. Okay. Let's see what happens.
See now? No. See him down on one bar. It says, yeah. I'm on an unstable connection.
Second guest on the show, Nick.
I know it's all fucked up. Oh, wait, I got the wrong one.
Okay.
There we go. Okay, that's better. But yeah, see, I don't know. And now it's like I don't know why my upload is so slow. That's the thing. It's always been slow. But even like see, and I'm starting to break up now too on the Wi-Fi. Yeah. See? And then so now I'm curious. I'm gonna take myself back off the Wi-Fi.
I love her comment. I picked the wrong night to quit amphetamines. Yeah, if this was a Nick only show, you'd be getting one frame every few seconds. You'd be like, oh, reality hits you hard, bro.
Okay, so now I'm curious to see what it does, because now I'm back on my my data.
Looks pretty good now for like 2005 internet. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Like, but like, fuck me running. But yeah, even now, see, like I'm on one bar and just barely, and it says unstable connection. If you're on Wi-Fi, try plugging into your router and move closer to it.
Wow.
And like I said before the show started, I tried. There we go. I tried a shorter cord in the living room right beside, and it actually got slower. So I don't know. So, I guess
the world we live in.
No
yeah.
shit. So,
and I love Brody's comment. This is Nick and his other brother Nick. Of course, 70s Brody would make a reference like that to Bob Newhart.
Of course,
you're gonna have to go to the McDonald's parking lot for.
No shit. I have to go. Well, I think because I know they'll try the old. Well, you need to do this, blah 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 blah. So I think I'm going to talk to my buddy Rob, who has TELUS, and see if I can rate his house. Oh no, okay, we can't do the show on Monday. It has to be a different day next week, because next week is my show, like the gig. So whatever day we do it, decide to do it next week, to go to his house and use his TELUS internet, and to see that. I mean, that would be the test, right? If I go to his house and use TELUS and it's fine, then obviously it's the connection. But it has to be the connection. Because I never had this issue with the old house. Not to this extreme.
Was that with or without amphetamines? Big Red. Yeah, that would be the test. Bring your phone and your computer to your friend's house, plug it in, see what happens.
I can't even text them right now because I'm fucking using my phone for this.
Yeah. You know what's crazy is that when you were in Mackenzie, it was almost flawless streaming capability. Mackenzie.
Yeah, I know, right? It was nice and smooth.
Yes. And you were driving.
And yeah, I was driving. Yeah. Yeah.
Does an Irish curry have whiskey in it? Is the Pope Catholic, in other words? Yeah.
Yeah, we have a private show next Monday.
A private show? Is this like one of those bodybuilder takes private pictures in hotels G4P kind of things? No, I'm kidding.
No. No. No.
Just asking for a friend.
Yeah, asking for a friend. So, anyways, let's discuss stuff.
Yeah.
I sent you a very interesting video.
Just now?
And no, this was last week. And I saw it on Charlie Kirk, and before anybody says, oh my God, this guy's a bear. In this video, I don't know if Alex probably doesn't have it ready, but do you? I don't know if you do or not.
I don't have it ready, but I watched it.
Okay. This woman, now I'm all for, I've said this, I'm in, if you be you, dude, if you're transgender, you do what you want to do, like you be you. But there has to come a certain point where we go, you're fucking insane and you need to get your head checked. It does have to come to that point. And this video I watched, this is that video where this woman, sorry, I can't, fuck that, sorry, because this person's crazy. So this woman now claims that she's a cardinal.
The bird.
Not a cardinal like a priest, or I'd be like, all right, whatever, dude. No, she's a bird. Her and her friend is a blue jay. These are functioning people, semi-functioning people in our society. This is that joke that I remember the kids, like Cohen and all the kids were saying it like, oh, I identify as an attack chopper. That's what's happening now.
Yeah.
That is what's happening. And I like, and if people accept this, like if people are like, oh, that's okay if you're a cardinal. No, you have to say she's a. So why can't I just say, all right, I'm 65 years old. Give me my CPP now. I'm done. I identified as retired. It's just as ludicrous, is it not? I think it is.
That's true. They are not physically hurting anyone. That is true.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, where the problem does start there, Brody, is when you're telling other people that I have to address you as a fucking bird.
Yeah, and like I said to Nick in my comment, a bird, a cardinal that can dress itself in human clothing, that speaks English, that can use a phone, that can get on the internet, that can communicate with all of us, a bird that can do all of this, a bird, not the cardinal part of the baseball team. We're talking about the bird that flies.
Yeah, and that's the problem is, yeah, okay, so maybe it's not a problem that this crazy dingbat thinks that she could be a fucking bird, right? So the problem becomes is when you're telling people, oh, you have to address me like this. No, I don't, because you're not a bird. No, you're not a bird. And if you're going to go as far as some people you've seen do these body morphs and you're going to get feathers surgically implanted into your body to become a bird, I definitely believe that you need mental help.
Now, the issue of that surgery comes in with regards to how does it affect us is, are they using our tax dollars for it?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
maybe they're playing 4D chess, they're on that higher level. Maybe it is something to do with saving on taxes, because birds, compared to humans, they eat way less food. They take up way less space. They use pretty much next to nothing when it comes to energy and fossil fuels. Yet this cardinal that we're talking about dresses in clothes, uses a phone, so they're on the power grid. So are they really saving in tax? Is there a tax bracket for birds? We have to have these conversations now. This is the higher level thinking that people in the 1960s were referring to with regards to evolution. Yeah.
Do you think?
No.
No.
I mean, I don't fancy myself a bigot, and I don't fancy you one either, but it's going to get to that point where maybe tomorrow or in a week or a month from now, people are going to look at this conversation that we just had and say, oh, you guys are bigots, you're bird haters, you need to be canceled. What? See, it's when it gets to that point, that's when it's more of a problem, because it will be hurting us in some way, shape, or form.
Well, but that's there's the issue though. You're saying I don't see an issue if it makes them happy, good on them. All right, good on them. But when you're going to start chastising people because they don't know that a person, and this woman looks like a woman, okay? This isn't like a person who you might be like, I'm not trying to be rude, but I'm not sure, right? Like that wasn't what we were looking at, correct, Alex? This was a woman. So if you're going to start chastising people and saying like you're an asshole and a bigot because you didn't say I'm a cardinal, fuck you. That's insanity. That is insanity. But then you brought something up, which I wanted to bring this up. I read an article. Again, I can't touch anything. I got StreamYard going on this screen with no picture just so I could see all the comments. Right? So that's how ghetto I have this set up right now. I just read something that in Australia that Sikhs are trying to be exempt from the helmet law. So they don't have to wear helmets while riding motorbikes. Right? So now, and everyone's firing back, well, then cancel. Then you need to cancel they can't get medical coverage. They got to sign a waiver that says if you're going to ride a motorbike without a helmet, that you don't get medical coverage. You can't do that. You can't do that.
Hmm.
Okay? You can't do that because if that is the case, then I'm a former smoker. I knew smoking was bad. I shouldn't get coverage if I get lung cancer. We all know, like, and me and Brody, I know for sure. I know Ryan definitely is guilty of it. Alex, not so much, but eating shitty fast food, eating processed foods, right?
Yeah.
Well, you knew they were bad for your body. You don't get coverage. Here's one that ties right into with helmets. You weren't wearing your seatbelt and got ejected from your car. You survived, but you need medical attention. Well, you don't have medical coverage. You were supposed to be wearing your seatbelt and you were not. It's the same thing. That's one of those slippery slopes where you start doing that shit, then,
Yeah, Brody's right. This argument was brought up 5 or 10 years ago. Yeah. I don't remember the exact year, but I do remember that it did happen. Yeah.
Okay. Does your religion say you have to ride a motorbike? Your religion does say to smoke.
Doesn't.
Doesn't. No, I know. But your religion doesn't say to ride a motorbike. Right?
True.
So,
yeah, what hill are they willing to die on? If they're going to wear the thing all the time, then Jesus, this is quite the minefield to be navigating this one.
Yeah, it is. It is because you don't know where to go. Now, someone had said that the turban is actually not part of the religion, and I was like, that does not sound right at all. Like that, I totally think a turban is it right there. So the first thing that popped up on my search is a turban a religious item? Okay, it says not a religious symbol. The turban is not a religious symbol, but an article of faith. While items like a crucifix and jewelry are optional, the turban is mandatory and cannot be removed. So that is an interesting conundrum, right? Like the conundrum does become then, okay, well, so it's part of your faith. You can't take it off. Well, then it's one of those things like, then I guess your faith should override you on ride a motorbike.
Yeah, just like Bill Hicks said, let's see how fucking committed you are to this premise.
Yeah. And hey, and I know it's going to come off as horrible maybe when I say this, but if they want, can they not develop a helmet that could fit over a turban? I don't think it's a bad thing to say. Like they can't. People say, oh, but you can't develop head to go over your headgear. They can, like, you tell me all the shit you could 3D print these days. You couldn't make a motorbike helmet that you could fit a turban underneath.
You just struck upon maybe I don't know about $1 billion, but maybe $500,000 or $1 million idea. Within the helmet industry, you create a helmet that doesn't fit over the head in a semicircular fashion. You do one that goes in a triangle fashion, because then it allows space above the head for where the turban sits, and then the helmet goes on it like so and fits in snugly. And then bada bing, bada boom, you've got your turban on, you've got the helmet on, everyone's happy. Somebody trademark that quick.
Yeah, no shit, right?
Yeah, cafeteria Christianity. Yeah. Where's Frank to say, yup?
Or what, 3,000 years ago, and just pick up the stuff that makes you feel better, anything that fits. Oh, I gotta flip here. I gotta plug in. Hold on, sorry. Yeah, this show's only got to go an hour. My phone's already warm. Fuck. Yeah, I don't know. This internet thing is just driving me nuts. It's brutal. So
yeah.
Okay, what else we got on the yeah.
Oh, I'm laughing because you went robot mode and I could hear every other letter out of every other word that you were saying.
Hello?
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. You're still going. Oh, is he frozen? No, he's not frozen. Okay, you should be okay. Maybe. You get that kind of music where you are, Heather? No, I'm kidding. That's an old one. I haven't heard that song in a long time. Oh, did he freeze? Either he froze or he's trolling me. I'm not sure which. Oh, now he's moving. Yeah, 1996. When was the first webcam? I swear that was like 96, 97, 98, something like that. And he's gone, but he'll come back. This is the opposite of a glowing endorsement for, I think it's Shaw that Nick is with. I mean, no, if I had his internet connection where it's on the front lawn, no, I'd be wanting something else. I'd probably go with a different company at that point because that's disgusting. Yeah, it does. Wrong. Wrong. Yeah, it does sound like that. It sounds like Mackenzie dial-up from the late 90s where everyone else in the world, not everyone else in the world, but most people in the world at that time were running, I don't think they were, maybe some of them were on T1, but we in Mackenzie, we were running 28.8, maybe 56K. Ooh. Jesus. Downloading anything at that point was a waste of time. Picture was like 10 seconds later. Ugh. I guess we can't complain too much because there's all this technology that enables us all to communicate with each other pretty much instantaneously across the world. Big Red being a big example. But I mean, come on, if a company provides a service, that service should be across the board, like the same for everyone. But I don't know. Sorry. I completely forgot. I didn't see you there because my mic's blocking it.
It's fine.
Yes, you're there. You're good. Oh, and then you froze again. Nope. You're good.
No, I'm here.
He's here.
I'm just trying not to move because then the pixels will do things. So I figure if I hold completely still, don't move. Maybe it's my leg. Maybe it's the metal in the leg is fucking with my Wi-Fi.
Ooh, that's an idea.
Thought I was gonna get like 5G with that, but it didn't work.
It did the opposite.
Fuck me running. Oh.
No, what about all the microchips and the vaxes that we were supposed to get? I thought that was supposed to help bring us up to 5G levels.
Well, they're already talking more COVID because apparently numbers are going up and another wave is coming, and it's just, what do you do? And they're like, oh, we're short staffed now. It's like, yeah, because you treated everybody like shit and fucking ugh.
Yeah, that's the thing. There was a study earlier this year, or maybe it was last year, that the restaurant industry is struggling with workers, not only because some of them don't want to deal with people for fear of COVID, but not deal with people because they're people. And being in the job where I have to deal with people, it's just getting worse and worse every year. So I see where some of them are coming from.
We had a gentleman. I wasn't involved with this job, but they were on town property. I'm not gonna say where it happened or anywhere, and they were removing like an old fence, on town property, and he's out there screaming at workers, like other town workers, because I've been taking care of that for this long and blah. He's freaking out, I guess, on these guys, and they're telling him like, this is our property, it's town property, like we're allowed to do with what we want. And like, yeah, he's just berating these workers, and I don't know where. And it's an older gentleman. It's not like it's a kid or a Karen. It's a Darren, an older Darren. And I don't get it.
Well, Big Red, it depends on what job you're talking about. So,
because the old one, they'd be all dead. So I hope no one's really getting angry. But that when we watch these Karen videos of people screaming and like freaking out at people, can you blame people? Look what we've watched on this show. Can you blame anyone for being like, "Fuck that, Holmes, I am out"?
Yeah.
Like I don't understand where people get. Like I get people get frustrated, but to get mad at somebody because like your food's taking too long, or I rant and rave, especially like the Tabor McDonald's, like in the vehicle, like, can you pull around to the front? No, I came to the drive-thru because I want to go. I don't want to wait. I that's why I came to the drive-thru. If I wanted to wait, I would have went inside in order.
Yeah.
Right. And someone say, "Oh, first world problem." Well, no, I'm doing this because it's supposed to be a convenience, and it's and I mean, I've saw someone talking on the Tabor Roast and Toast about this. Our McDonald's, they got sent to go wait out front for a cup of coffee. Like, get your shit together, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've had that too. Can you pull around to the front? There's no one behind me. Why should I pull? But I don't want to say that to them because that's when they spit in your food, or put the straw up their butthole or something. Like. So and that's how it always. I hope people don't do it, but that's why I've always been nice to people because especially people that handle your food. Because you don't want them doing inappropriate stuff to your food.
Yeah, but there's the other side of that coin, that suspicious side where they might do it anyway, regardless of whether you treat them well or not. You don't know with some people. Some people just have that anarchist mentality, that fuck everyone mentality.
It's like that. It was Michael Caine who played Alfred in the Dark Knight series when he talks about the Joker. Some people just want chaos, right? Like, it doesn't matter. And I mean, we're comparing what the Joker did to someone fucking with food at McDonald's, right? But still, some people just thrive on chaos.
Yeah.
Right? So, yeah. What else? What else is in the news?
Well, I haven't looked today, but if there have been no news reported mass shootings, then this idea that there's always a shooting every day in America could be challenged. But then again, maybe there have been shootings, but it's just not been on the level of mass shootings.
And it wasn't a white guy that did the shooting.
Yeah, because there are plenty of them to spare.
And we pointed out on the last couple shows, whenever it's a white guy, that picture's up, fucking boom. And like I said with the Texas shooting, it didn't have to look hard, but it wasn't like right in front of my face to find out who the kid was. Like, I kind of had to look to see, and look. In these day and ages, maybe you have to click a different website. Whereas when it's a white boy, it's like instantly the face is there. Like, oh, look at that, right?
Yeah.
But and I don't understand when they say like these guys they're on a list or they're we had an eye on them. Well, which eye did you have on them? Your wiener eye? Like what eye did like? Obviously you need glasses, motherfucker, because like I never got that. I think a comedian had said that like what list? What's this list? And why are we not like your guys' list sucks because you never get it right.
Yeah, either that or remember the one that we picked up on. We've got him on our radar. Radar was the word.
Yeah, that was what I mean. You were like, hey, well, what radar? Like sonar, gaydar. Like what radar?
Yeah, it's not like NORAD levels of radar. So what are y'all talking about?
And I think like we talked when we were totally bro sciencing it, and we were like, oh, like it's probably like some dude like when like we're probably on that list because we've talked about Muslims and mass shootings. I bet you we're on it too. Like I bet you we're on their radar. But if we're on the same radar as some knucklehead who dish shot the school, it's like kind of yin and yang here, right? Like that'd be like putting like a young kid who in an argument with someone used the N-word to like like the leader of the Ku Klux Klan. Well, they're both the racists. Well, okay, let's there's a spectrum here, people, of a dumb young kid and the head dragon wizard of the KKK. Like let's just slow your roll a second there, right? Like holy shit, nothing. Alex, like, how do I get the fuck out of this conversation?
Yeah, how do I appease future masses with the right words that will not offend them?
You're talking KKK? I better come in here now. He hasn't made an appearance here in a couple weeks, so it's him dealing with the internet. Yeah. Okay, in all honesty, sorry, this is gonna eat up a lot of the show now. Like, Alex, what would you do if you guys want to type? I can't even see who's in the chat. I'm sure there's like 3 or 4 people watching, but what would you do in my situation when this guy comes tomorrow? Like, what if you're my same situation with the service, a level service I'm getting? What would you be doing? And also keep in mind, our cable is cut out 3 or 4 times. Like it just went out and like not worked, and then suddenly just comes back on. So what would you guys do, or what would you do?
Well, I would take the waiter waitress food approach and don't treat them badly just because the service sucks. It's not their fault. They're here to help you. So just calmly and as best you can explain the situation and the problem. Give them all the facts. Give them everything they need in terms of troubleshooting and problems, and then let them go to it. Just stand back and let them do what they're there to do.
Okay. So let's say he's here and he's like, ha, your thing should be good now. And let's just say by Thursday, it's back to the same shit. Because if he says it's good, we will be getting together to do a test show again. To see, like, we'll set up a time to do it. And if it happens again, then what do you do? Like, let's say everything goes good in the test again, and then by whatever day next week we do the show, it fucks up again. Then what do you do?
Then you call the company back and say, send the person out again, but be it the same person or someone else, because there's something else going on. Again, whoever comes out, it's not their fault.
In full disclosure, this will be, I believe, the 3rd time someone's been here.
Oof.
Yeah.
That's a good point, Ryan. It could be that too.
Well, no, remember I showed you at the beginning of the show there. It's a brand new line coming from my destroyed box into this house. It's a brand new line. He put a brand new line in. So unless it's a line in now, but he said that he switched all that out, that he had to put a new line in. So I don't know Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know. But I guess we'll find out tomorrow. So.
What about your Wi-Fi? You've got that secured. That's not open. It's password protected, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Yep.
no one's leeching off it.
No, and even when I switch to the Wi-Fi on my computer, it runs like shit. Like I tried that. I went wired, and then I went to, yeah, but how many? But the first off, to get to talk to somebody, like is ridiculous. Like the best way now is just to be online and to do a chat. But when it's affecting, like again, it's not like we're the Joe Rogan show or nothing, but like it's affecting my personal life where I can't do what I want to do for a service that I'm paying for. It's a big issue. Like go ahead, sorry.
Penny's got a really good point. You call them every time your cable or internet drops because it does create a record. That's excellent. And I'm not understanding why the company would allow your, I don't know if it's your router or the box that's sitting on that stump. I mean, that should not be happening anywhere. It should be a buried box. Everything is new, up to date, secure. That is not secure. That's ghetto.
But that's not the box. That's just the door of the box. Like it's because I had to mow the lawn, and that box when we moved in this house was laying on the grass. Yeah, because somebody ran over it.
Now, what happens when it rains or snows and you have to deal with that? What do you do? Do you build a tent over it or something?
Well, and that's the next thing. Yeah, well, like we've had rain, like some pretty heavy rain. So yeah, that's just it. So I just turned my computer back on because I'm gonna do a speed test with plugged in, and I'm gonna plug my internet, and I'll go to Wi-Fi, and then I'll see what my speed test is. I'm kind of curious. So.
All right, I'm going to do a speed test as well, just because. I mean, for the amount that you're paying, you are probably getting better results than me, yet mine is pretty flawless at this point.
Yeah, well, and you said your computer's like 8 years old, so that's what I'm getting at. This shouldn't be.
Yeah, it's getting to be 8 years old.
Okay, so as I'm plugged in right now, I'm connected to Cyber Calgary, Alberta. So let's go speed test. So this is plugged in. This is with a. So I'm paying for it. Okay, no, it just jumped. Paying for 1.5 gigs. And I'm up to 852 download, and my upload is like sitting at 13, 14. Yeah. Yep.
Yep. That idea of having a gigantic download speed and a minimal upload speed, that's more for, mid 2000s internet when people were downloading everything they could at, low speeds. But in this day and age, it should be more balanced. It should be 500 down, 500 up, which are, I guess, decent numbers.
My buddy who has his internet, like Telus internet, his is a gig up, gig down.
Wow.
And he showed me a video. He was running 8 different videos at the same time.
Yeah.
And his internet was still fucking just flawless at a gig.
All right, so my download is 170 megabits per second, not megabytes. There's a big difference between megabits and megabytes. Mine's 170 megabits down. Upload is 10.47 megabits. It's not great, but it's all right.
Yeah, but you're not having an issue. My download right now is 608 megabits. That's
okay.
And my upload's only 4.52. So that's what's killing me. My upload is brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah, like my download is 608 megabits, whatever per sec, and my upload is 4.52. Like, that's ridiculous. So let's see now. Okay, so that's a speed test on. So I'm gonna unplug and go to my Wi-Fi. Oh wait, I gotta hook up my Wi-Fi. Hook up my Wi-Fi. Broadband. All right, so now I'm gonna be on my Wi-Fi. All right, my Wi-Fi. So one would think that there should be a pretty big difference between Wi-Fi and LAN cable, right? Like one would think, right? Okay, so this is my Wi-Fi. So it is, yeah, it's big. Like my Wi-Fi is only, well, still, but it's still. So my Wi-Fi is more than your plugged in, and I'm at 254.
Wow.
And yeah. Now let's see it's my upload that's killing me. My upload. 4. So it's the upload that's killing me.
Yeah.
It's not the download, it's the uploading. So I don't know. Yeah, upload 3.14. Like, holy shit. That's just ridiculous.
Yeah, it is. Yep.
Yeah. So I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's, I don't know. I don't know what to say. It's just wow.
Yeah, welcome to live internet troubleshooting frustration with Alex and the Garbage Man.
Yeah, sorry guys. I'm just trying to get through this to be an hour at least. Fuck me. Now I'm kind of curious here because I'm just going to jump on StreamYard on my computer again. I'm not going to go live or go into the studio. And see how fast it drops off. Yeah, there, see, instantly. Unstable. Yeah. Oh.
Ugh.
Yeah, so anyways.
Well, I found a decent short film that was made in January of this year, and I'm going to share a screenshot from it. This one is called The Backrooms, and you can see Kane Pixels is the name of the channel. It's about 9 minutes long. It's really good, especially with regards to the setting, because I don't know if they actually found a place that's that big and empty or if it's created. But good Lord, I was impressed by the setting itself. The story, pretty simple, but it was really good. It blew my mind for its apparent low production value. So I definitely recommend anyone who likes short films, watch that one. That's a good one.
Nice. Backdrops, eh?
Backrooms.
Backrooms.
Yeah, The Backrooms.
Cool. I was going to try to say, so, what else is new in the world today?
I have a Karen video if you want to watch it.
Yes, always.
It's about a minute long. Now I'm kind of hesitant because on Facebook, the last 2 streams we did, we got some kind of copyright match, and I don't know exactly what it was for because we were not playing any copyrighted music, not even the intro or the outro. As a side note, if you guys look at the descriptions of every one of our live streams, you'll see that no copyright is almost present in every single one. And that's because I specifically look for music that is not copyrighted so we don't get hit with a copyright strike. Now, having said that, for whatever reason, Facebook and YouTube seem to disagree on what is and isn't copyright, because on Facebook, as I said, the last 2 videos, we got strikes, and like a minute or 30 seconds were muted on Facebook, but on YouTube, nothing. So I don't know what the hell is going on. But this was only a minute long. There's no background music in it, so everything should be okay, we'll see what happens. And if I have to cut it, then I have to cut it. So the title, and this will say it all, Private Park Karen. And here we go. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Karen outside us.
So it's called Private Park Karen because there are kids at a playground. Now, apparently this playground is private property. I don't know how that works. I don't think I've ever been to a private property playground before, but apparently that's where they are right now. And she's asking that the Karen is asking that the kids stop being loud.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. At a park.
Yes.
I mean, we can tell them to stop screaming, but that's like impossible.
Well, it's a private park. Hi, ladies. Hi. Could you please ask the kids not to scream?
Yeah, that's kind of difficult because it's a playground.
Yeah, I know, but it's a private playground, and I live right here.
Asking kids not to scream. Lady, have you ever had kids before? I mean, I don't, and I know this is impossible.
I'm not gonna make even a joke like that could be deemed anything. Like, this is ridiculous.
Yes, it is.
This is just wow. Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
So can you just ask them?
Sometimes they do it anyway, so I'm sorry.
Well, they're kids, and they'll do what they're told.
They're kids, and
They're kids. Yeah.
Yeah, again, have you ever had kids? Because I have not, but I can assure you that you tell a kid something and they've got Alzheimer's built in for a good 10 to 15 years, they will forget the instant you tell them.
Mm-hmm.
If you just tell them nicely, they'll probably listen.
But like I said, the kids, it's a playground. So we're trying.
Yeah, I understand, but that's not an excuse. We don't really want these kids here to begin with.
Whoa! Time out. So you shouldn't have bought a house there. Then there's a playground.
I want to know what the caveat is with her argument. We don't want these, these kinds of kids here in the first. Well, let's have a look at these kids for the purposes of determining exactly what she means by that. But
yep.
Of course, and I understand the person filming won't turn to the kids, and I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a private park.
You should probably mention that.
Yeah, I know. We're working.
Wow. Wow.
A private park.
Yeah, a private park.
Have you ever in your life been to a private park?
I have not. I haven't. Wow. Yeah, I don't even know. Yeah, wow.
Penny's got a good guess. Sounds like a daycare center. Do daycare centers have private parks, though, or is the daycare center adjacent to a private park? What makes a park private? If there are signs up and it says for residents only, okay, this is why signs are helpful.
Yeah, but why would you? Okay, I don't know, dude. This thing just made my head hurt. Like it did. It just made my head hurt.
It's reaching a new level.
Yeah, wow. That is something else. Yeah, it's a private park. Yeah, it's just wow. Just fucking ridiculous. Unreal. Hey, Giggity, we've done 69 videos. All right.
Yes, I had that screenshot somewhere. Had it. Don't have it anymore. Yeah. Well, technically, it is. This will be 70, but because we've got the another simple solution video, that's why it's 70 now. And even though this is show number 69 that we're doing right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and sorry, I'm looking off to the side because I'm reading stuff here. So, Cool. Neat. Oh. Okay. Well, hopefully, yeah, I get this internet fucking shit figured out. Anyways.
It's looking really good right now. You're not dropping. You're not lagging. Everything is fine.
Yeah, because if I'm not mistaken, okay, I'm on my Wi-Fi right now. So
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna get the wife to get me her computer, and I'll try her computer after and see if maybe it is my computer, but I can't plug into her computer. Like there's no. She has a MacBook, so there's no plugins for internet or nothing. So, yeah, there isn't. So.
Yeah, that's Mac and Apple for you. You got one button, one plug, one screen, one key, one everything.
So maybe I'll take it in, see if I can get in the computer place here in town and get in to look at it. So, all right, well, let's wrap this fucking thing up. I'm super annoyed. Sorry, guys. I'm so fucking annoyed right now.
All right. So for those who may have just chimed in with us, Nick's having problems with his internet. So tomorrow he's going to figure out, hopefully, I don't have any real wood. Actually, I do. Hopefully he's going to figure out what the hell is going on. And then we might do another 5, 10, 20-minute stream as a test later this week. We won't be doing a show next Monday, the 18th, because Nick has a private G4P show that he's doing. And so we're either going to do a stream Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday. I don't know, not Tuesday or Wednesday, maybe Thursday next week. I have no idea. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
And we'll simply go live at some point.
Yeah.
Because I'm slow at work. Franks and beans. Frank likes Franks and beans.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. That's all I can do is bitch about my internet because it's so fucked up right now. All right. Bye. I'm going. See you. Love you all. Like, I'm seriously out here. Bye.
All right. We'll see you later. Well, that's the thing, Frank. When the internet is such a big part of our lives, then yeah, he's going to bitch about it. But, such is life. But thank you for coming in and going out and coming in and going out. We really appreciate it. Giggity. And thanks to Penny for being here. And Mr. First, which was Brody, and Big Red, and Sarah, and the Reverend himself. We'll be back with regards to, again, the test stream. That's going to be random. It's just going to show up. And then the show next week, I don't know. But any of you who are subscribed to us, and we've got 31 subscribers, which is great. Thank you all so much. Whoever is subscribed, you'll get the notification the day before. I was doing the intro video all night yesterday from about 6 until midnight. It seems kind of strange to an outsider who would say it took you 6 hours to do a video that's a minute and a half long. Yes, because I have not only a slow computer, but a terrible editing program. And hopefully this new computer that I get will alleviate some of those slow rendering problems, but we'll see. I probably have to get a new program as well, because the one I have for video editing is a good, I want to say 10 years old, maybe more. Yeah, that might be a problem, but I like it. It's good. It's easy to use. Yeah. Find the jade. That sounds familiar, but I don't know what you're talking about. I'll look it up though. So again, thank you all. We will see you next time, and adios.